Blame Cynthia. Blame Cynthia party. Hello, everyone. My name is Kat. I like cheese.
Sup, I'm Cynthia. I have 2 cats.
And we live together.
Howdy, y'all. It's Terica. And I'm severely allergic to strawberries. And I almost died today because I ate cake that had strawberries.
Where did her Texas accent come from? I've never heard
Hey,
of
everybody.
She's so southern.
I'm Carolina, and I love you, Gim. That's it.
Of course.
That's the tweet.
What?
Of course she went there.
And we are not your average fangirls.
Yay! It's our first podcast! Yay! Snaps and claps, everybody. Snaps and claps. Snaps and claps.
Snap your
Okay.
Snap your fingers.
So we are just pretty much going to talk about our excessive love for K-pop on this podcast.
K-pop is live.
Oh, no.
It's K-dramas. We're going to ignore that. And K-hip-hop.
K-pop culture.
Yeah. Everything with the word K in it.
K.
Except K.
Special K. Special K is a great cereal. Okay, so we're starting it off. I think you can't talk about K-pop without talking about how the fuck BTS has been doing lately, folks.
Okay, seriously, BTS is out here winning all
Breaking
the things.
records.
Breaking records left and right.
Stealing
Breaking
hearts.
the tables. Everything.
Breaking my back.
Breaking my bank.
Everything. Oh, the bank especially. I'm broke. Thank you, BTS.
The beef and broke is for BTS.
Broke bitches, party of 4.
That's us. Thank you.
So yeah, 21 records
Unreal.
is what they broke.
It's still crazy to me that just 2 years ago you would be like BTS and be like, oh, behind the scenes.
Who?
And then now they say BTS and they're like, you mean BTS? I'm like, all
Oh,
right.
you like BTS?
Like the Koreans?
Oh, the Koreans? Now they don't say the Chinese. They just say the Koreans. Now they know.
Now they know better. They know better now.
Now they
I
understand.
mean, when you are the first K-pop act to top the Billboard Top 100, it's kind of hard not for people to know who you are.
Round of applause for ARMY for streaming the fuck out of that song.
Seriously.
Good job, me. Good job for buying 7 copies of the album.
Good job, armies that bought like 500 albums. I salute you. Send me 4. Thank you.
But then we think about this, like even Zed did the remix for Fake Love now. Did it at fucking Ultra Korea.
When worlds collide,
Truly.
did little me think that my raving scene would like collide with my K-pop scene? No. But here we are.
Honestly, I never thought about it, especially like with the whole Steve Aoki. Even then, I was just like, what's happening? And then a bunch of other DJs started playing BTS, and I'm just like, excuse me? Where was this in 2012?
I know. Like, imagine just going to a rave and then BTS just shows up. That'd be great.
Honestly, I thought that for Ultra that somebody was gonna show up, but
Same
BTS is so
here.
busy.
Yeah.
Well, Monsta X was
Monsta
at
X
Ultra.
was there.
Yeah.
I feel like a rave would be the perfect excuse for idols to just roam about because they could just wear their mask and just rave gear and no one would think twice about it.
Well, Monsta X was there, and they were just completely like, whatever, I'm here. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
They
Yeah.
were supporting Hongwon because he was DJing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Yeah, because
was.
Shonu was just there living his best life. But talking about all this BTS stuff, the Festa's going on right now too. So
Festa!
Yeah.
Hey, this is what my 4th Festa as an ARMY.
My first festa, I didn't even know what was going on, but I was like,
She was
it's
like,
a
what's
lit-
a festa?
I know. I was
Yeah,
just like,
right,
I don't
same.
know what's going on, but it's a great
I'm
time.
here for it.
I know. I remember not sleeping every year. It's fine.
wow. At first, I thought it was like, did they misspell fiesta? And then I'm just like, they did it.
Yo, me too, actually. For the first year, I was like, what is this BTS fiesta? I'm all about it. Hello.
I love fiestas.
I love parties.
Oh.
I mean, it is
And
like a
then I was
party.
like, oh.
But I love the concept for this year, like with the whole constellation thing. And
Me too.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's
prom
so
and
cute.
everything.
I
I
would,
think it's so cute.
if I was there, I would dress up. I would show up in the fucking limo. Like,
Truly.
For prom.
I'd have like a flask in my titties and everything.
That's right, because they're doing the prom thing for
I
BTS.
know.
That's
I
so
think
cute.
I'm going to pay for it on V Live, and I'm going to wear my prom dress and sit in my room.
and cry.
Oh my god, can we just
Cry.
like all FaceTime and cry together?
Yeah.
Formal attire to this V Live reservation. Thank you.
But even the Jin cover was so pretty.
Oh my gosh, I love Jin's voice, underappreciated.
I wonder how
voice.
like much SoundCloud's app ratings go through the roof when BTS.
Well, I know I
crashes.
download the app. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I re-download
same.
it every time I have to do something about them. But they have crashed it, the whole website before.
I don't know if y'all heard about this whole like Shane Dawson thing, like with the conspiracy theory thing. with
Oh my
BTS.
god. Yeah.
I think the way he went about it, like not doing research, particularly on BTS, was like poor judgment. But
I see both sides. I love Shane separately, and you know, I'm a hardcore BTS fan. But I see what he was doing. He was using those clips as an example. So, say, like, he used a clip of an infomercial of a girl falling as he's explaining an actual real fall, like a story where someone really falls, and he was just using that clip as an example. I understand what he is saying, but I still think it was, you know,
poorly
it was
done.
poor taste of using BTS as clickbait, as usual people do.
Yeah.
I get it's his job, so I see both sides, but you done fucked up.
Well, yeah, because if it was just for that, there would be no reason why he would need to put a picture of BTS in his like the clip art.
In the
So that was all for clout. So
For sure. But who doesn't use BTS for clout?
Now,
nowadays,
Unfortunately.
basically.
Speaking of clout, let's talk about how Kai is back on Instagram. Bro, I had a heart attack when I saw the article that was like Kai's back on Instagram. I was like, and then freaking Baekhyun joining Twitter again. I was like, oh my god.
he was a confused child.
This is screaming comeback for me at least.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Like the starts of it.
Exactly. Not only because of that, like just like joining social media, but I read this like theory about it, and it has something to do with Lay. So now everybody's just like, is this gonna be finally the comeback that was all 9 of them?
But I think so, because they
I hope
had
so.
hinted towards it like
for
earlier
sure.
that they wanted him back, and then he's gonna be coming back soon. Because like anytime someone asks, they're like, definitely, like all 9 of us. So I know the boys want it, but also just joining social media, I think was just a great
It's
move.
a big
anyway.
push. It is. Like, especially with Baekhyun on Twitter, like, and he's so active.
And
like,
his
he's so
his
active.
clothing line is coming out, so that kind of pushes.
That
Promo.
Exactly.
yeah.
Get that promo.
Pride.
Get that promo back on.
Because we're all nosy and we want to know what they're doing constantly.
That's true, yeah.
I think too it's because you guys remember a little while ago somebody said that Twitter in Korea is like popping off now because of Stan Twitter, because all the Koreans want to know what the heck like the Westerns are saying.
Westerners.
The Westerners.
What the Western side is saying. So now they're using Twitter a lot more. So I feel like then Baekhyun joining this too, he was probably like, okay, everybody's on Twitter. Let's get EXO
What
on
is it
this
about?
beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why
go
is
from there.
everyone talking about my thighs?
Right.
I saw this girl. She was a fan. I don't know for what group. I don't know in Korea, and she was like contacting, like tweeting different like Westerners and stuff, and asking them like, "Well, what does this mean? I've seen people saying it. Or, like, how do you use this? I want to start using it." I thought it was so cute, and I was like, "Yes, yes."
Yes, I saw that with Wig. Some girl was just like, "No, that's real hair." And they were just like, "No, it's an expression." Like, "Oh, like I'm so shocked. This is amazing."
Wasn't that Kim Kardashian?
That was so good. Kim Kardashian.
No, but like,
I think that's what you're talking about.
no, but like the whole like thing about like Korea is everything is so, well, obviously is so different from Western, like us here in the States or even in like Europe or anything. I mean, with freaking Kim Jong like hiding that he's been like married for 3 years and like has a kid. Like,
Can we talk about that? How do
Definitely.
they do that? Is there like a secret service?
Right? Is there like a secret village that they all live in? Like in Korea with their significant others?
They wouldn't have gotten caught either if she wouldn't be having a kid. Like, I feel like if she wasn't
I
like
think so.
pregnant,
I don't
had a
think so
kid,
either.
Like, people would never know, but, like, people probably saw them at the hospital. He's like, oh, yeah, by the way, this is my wife.
By the way, I'm married.
And I just had a kid. Okay,
I've been married, actually. Well, it's like Eli from You Kiss. Like, he came out and he was, like, married.
That's
with a
right.
What?
Like, what? Since when?
Honestly, this is why I'm pretty sure Young Jay from GOT7 probably has, like, 6 kids
25
already.
kids. Yeah.
Married for 4 years. And honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if Jimin has a baby mama in Japan or something.
He got like 12
I'm about to
baby
say,
mamas
he got
in
12
Japan.
baby mamas in Japan.
You know,
That's why he
all
has
of
to be over there
Jap-
for 6 months, because he got to, like, spend time with all
All
of
of
them.
Japan's population is Jimin
Jimin's
and
kids.
kids. Like, that's it. That's the population of Japan.
Too much.
Wow.
Oh, did you guys watch Breakers, or did you guys watch specifically Hui's performance on Breakers?
I haven't seen it yet, so please tell me. I haven't seen it.
Dead girl. He wrote a
Dead.
song called For You, and it's pretty much just like a beautiful ballad to his members and to like his family, and it's really like heartbreaking, but like really like heartwarming at the same time. And it's really interesting, and he was just really passionate about it. And like who was there? I think Wusik,
Wusik,
Siwon, and
Yuto.
Yuto. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were there, and they were like crying, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm dead.
Yeah, and if you read the lyrics, like they're so heartbreaking. Because he's just like, even me that's not perfect, like even if I want to break down, as long as I make you happy and you are happy, then I am okay.
He has a lyric about like he has a lot of weight on his shoulders because the 9 families are counting on him because, you know, his members and stuff. And it's like, wow. It was nice. Oh, y'all. My man, Sick K.
Ooh, he's nominated for a BET.
My people have bestowed an
Who
award
did that?
on him.
Sick K did that.
Yes.
Listen, all I am saying is that nowadays everybody's waking up as to music that is not in their own language, and Koreans are just on top of everything right now, and
they really are. I definitely didn't expect him to ever be nominated for a BET award, but much deserved.
That's
know
why,
how much I love that man.
As soon as I saw it, I was watching the thing, and it was like listing the nominees, and I was just like, yeah, okay, and then it was like Sick K, and I was like, nah,
what?
Wait, what?
Right?
What?
Same.
I was so shook.
After the shook settled in,
I was like, I gotta vote.
Well, before that, I said, makes sense. I see it. I feel it.
Well, and because this poor kid gets so much like unnecessary like shit and like hate for no reason just because he's becoming so successful, I'm like, this was like his like moment. He was like, yes.
People hate
Basically
on what shines.
You're right.
It's true. Because honestly, he's been busting his butt for a long time. And now everybody's just like, oh, it's just because you're with Jay Park. I'm like, nah.
Like, no.
Jay Park
bruh.
is
He
just
was doing just
helping
fine.
him. Yeah.
Yellow Mob, okay?
Yellow Mobs. Hey.
He was just, Jay Park just came in and said, you know what?
Gave him the platform.
He did.
Exactly.
He gave him
I have the
what he
platform.
needed
Here
to
you go.
accelerate more.
Yeah.
You're right.
He didn't give him his
Like Sick K's
talent.
Sick K's talent is his. And Jay is just giving him a platform to be able to release more stuff and be known and seen more.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Not
I
at
don't know
all.
why people are so like
I've never understood that.
Yeah, when I saw all of that, that just reminded me of that one interview with Yoongi and Namjoon, and they were just like, y'all are sellout
Triggered.
because of this, and they were so mad, and it's
makes
the
me
same
so
thing.
It's fine. Where are they now?
Right? Just because they want to live off of what they love to do doesn't mean that they're sellouts.
That's what I'm saying. As an artist, you want to share your music. Like, what's the point of making the music and then just keeping it to yourself or keeping it into, like, your little underground scene?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's great if you want to go back to that, like, go back to your roots and just for fun do that. But, like, as an artist, you want to share your music. You want to get that out there. You want to use it to make other people happy.
Yeah, and I think that's
exactly.
the great thing
Eat.
about artists being like CEOs of companies is like they know.
Yeah.
They know that. Just like Seungri is gonna be like the CEO of like YGX or whatever it's gonna be called. Like I can't wait for him to do that because he's a brilliant businessman too. So I think the aspects of his musicianship, like him as an artist and him as a businessman, are really gonna shine in like whatever he does with that company or that like side part.
Not only that, but he knows. Obviously, he was a trainee. He was like he came from nothing to what he is now. So he knows like the struggle and process that it takes for it too. So he'll be aware,
Yeah.
they went through that same thing, so they'll be able to understand
and empathize with them about what's happening.
For sure.
I
But
think
back,
so.
y'all, to J Park. There's going to be a new member of AOMG. When we're recording this, it's the day before we find out who it is. So,
What?
Check out our Twitters to find out
right?
our reaction.
To find out how shook we are.
Dun.
But yeah, AOMG is getting a new member, and it's actually a musician this time because, last time it was like a Korean zombie.
Last time they
the
trolled us
athlete,
all.
and everybody was shook, which I mean, Jay, like another brilliant businessman, I'm sure he
got his
did what he
reasons.
did. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did what
great.
he did. So, but I'm really excited, but like, I'm like, where's Simon D's album though? Like,
Where is Simon D? He's
where is
literally
Simon
hiding.
D?
He's
Where in
hiding
the
somewhere.
world is Simon D?
Where in the world is Simon Dominic?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yo, even like locals that I know are asking me because they know that I'm in that world. They're like, "Yo, where's Simon?"
Right? Where's Simon
Album.
Dominic? Like, where's Simon's album, bro?
I'm like, let me just page him real quick.
right? Let me just call him up and ask.
Let me beep him. Like Kim Possible.
I know it's going to be worth the wait, but I know the track that the new AOMG member is going to be featuring Tableau and Cold, which is
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna be so
going to
good.
be
Huge.
bomb.
Anything that J Park touches becomes gold.
It turns
I'm just
into
saying.
gold. I don't know how he does it. I need to know his secret. Like, can he touch me? Well,
I was
that's-
going to say, can you come touch me? Because your girl needs help.
right? Your girl needs some gold, bro.
Bring it on. Bring it on. But can we talk about our Babies 101
yes.
and their comeback? Because it was so good. That
last
whole
comeback.
album.
So good. I think this is their best. Yes, this is their best body of work as far as
Definitely,
like their albums.
Oh,
come.
definitely.
I think with Light, it's such a beautiful like piece by piece of like each member's intricate like details and things, as well as like the unit songs being so perfectly like made
for
for
them.
each.
Yeah.
For each unit. I think especially with like Daniel's unit with like Jaehwan and Woojin, like with the Zico collaboration, I think was brilliant.
Yako.
Like
Oh, it's so good.
brilliant.
And it's such a Zico song.
I feel like Daniel's a really talented rapper, and like in the past songs, of course he's rapped, but I don't think he showed it as much as he got to with Kangaroo, which I think was his rapping was really impressive. Like it impressed me a lot. And Woojin, I think, is just a great rapper. Like he's gonna be successful in the future, like even after
voice.
101.
But for Daniel, I agree. I feel, just with this album, I feel like because they were able to get into smaller units, they were able to show off more of their
More,
talents.
yeah.
When they're in a song, it's 11 of them. So it takes a little bit, maybe they only say like two things.
Yeah.
Or,
It's
there's
hard.
a lot of them. So it's
But
harder.
that's even what I liked about Light, is that even though it was 11 of them, I feel like this was the first song as all 11 of them where they each there was intricate details that was just made for each member in this comeback.
Oh, let's talk about Terika's man, Sungwoon,
Oh.
with the flowers and the hair.
God, his
That
hair
shot
is-
was beautiful. That was
I
beautiful.
loved it. Oh my god. I really hope he keeps his hair for a tour when we see them because I need it in my life.
You're right. I think as far as like the album goes, 11, I talked about it like with you guys when like the album first came out. 11 is such a good song, and it's because I really do love like old school R&B vibes.
Yeah.
And I really love the harmonies with Jin Young and Jihoon, and I think it was just so pretty. And then Dynamic Duo and Gray did fucking amazing
I was shook because
on that production.
I totally forgot that Gray was working with them, and so when I first listened to the album and I heard like Gray, I was like, no, what? Because I even told you, I was
Terika,
like,
me
I thought I
too.
heard Gray. I was like, and you're like, no. We're like, I know that's stupid. And Kat's like, well, actually, Gray did help produce that. Like, what?
Yeah, like, because I remember the same thing happened to me. I heard great. I'm just like, hold up, what? Because I completely forgot as well. But, I mean, for me at least, like, my favorite is Sandglass.
Mine
Of
But
too,
yours.
but for different
Okay.
reasons than you.
I know. Listen, Ong is my
She's a
man.
bit
and that's
biased.
true, okay?
Literally.
just a tiny bit biased, but no, not even. I just think like the feel that they put into the song, especially with
I
then
agree.
Hayes song, like Hayes
Love her.
voice, it was just so beautiful.
Yeah, I really like that it was the boys singing to the fan, and then Hayes was like the voice of the fans singing to the boys.
Yeah.
I really loved that whole that conceptual thing. I thought it was really pretty, and it just had her written all over it. Like she produced that song to a T, to a point where it was a Hayes song, but it was 101's song. You know,
Hayes
like
featuring
you know what I
101.
mean.
Yeah.
So I really
Hayes
love that.
featuring 101.
Featuring 101.
Hayes
It was
featuring
just an
101.
all-around good idea to break up into units because not only, like you said, they got to showcase their talents, but it also helped them kind of like make connections. So when they all go back to their different groups, they have this like repertoire where they work with all these different people and they have these different style backgrounds.
A resume.
Yeah, it's the same with the nail production with Minhyun and Jisung and Sung. Like that song was so beautiful,
So
and it
pretty.
just represented the three of them so pretty. Like their voices were just so beautiful. And I think when it comes to 101, people just think they're like this franchise group that just like came together and they're not talented and they're just like the guys from Mnet. But they work so hard and they're so talented. And I know like in the circumstances they were in Produce 101, sometimes maybe their voices weren't feeling good and sometimes their performances might not have been up to par with people, but I think as they
debuted in 101 for a reason. That's it. Like there's a reason why they are the ones that were picked. Like
I feel like ever since their debut, I see something that they release something like every other week.
Yeah.
They're just constantly pumping out content.
Working, yeah. Whether it's like they're on variety shows or Daniel's on It's Dangerous Outside the Blankets or they're on Happy Together or they're on Running Man or something like that. They're always pumping out work and always pumping out good content for people. Yeah. And I appreciate it. And that's why I'm a fan of theirs. Like, I saw them go through the struggle on Produce 101. Oh, man. You know, I got you guys into it later on, but, like, I was watching it, like, as it happened and as it progressed. And, like, seeing, like, even trainees that I love that didn't make it into 101. Because y'all know how I felt about the finale.
Oh,
you're right.
But
Samuel.
now that 101 happened, but now that I have 101, I'm like, this was the 11 people that were supposed to be together. Like, this whole team, this contrast that the 11 of them have was supposed to happen.
And it's true. Like, they work so well together. They match so well together. Like, their bond. So what I'm excited about too, like, even after 101, which I really don't want to think about this, but even after, like, all of those new groups that are going to come out are going to be so good. Not only that, but if they perform at, you know, seeing the interactions, them being in different groups, but them together.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I just can't wait for it all. But one thing that did happen this week, though.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Oh, yes. The major fuck up with 101.
Yeah. Listen, this is my thing. Like, I will continue to, like, go to concerts that production companies put on because they bring people that I like. But one thing that I just absolutely hate is unprofessionalism. And I think that was very, very much on display this week with this.
Let's explain what happened. Go ahead, Carolina and or Tarika.
For the people, basically this one company, which is great, but not really, just decided that we're gonna change venues for 3 of the shows because not enough tickets sold for what we wanted. But think about it. This company's bringing another big group, BTS. So
a group that's breaking records.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, so then what made you go into, usually if you're a company, you're supposed to go into a smaller venue. And if it sells out and there's demand, then you either open another show the next day, another night, you get a bigger venue then.
Yep.
And so I think that it's just like a disappointment. It's like you have to think of the fans when you're doing an event like this because 101 is going to come to the US to do these tour dates, but that's it. After that is it. They're done. They're not coming next year, the next. No. So you have to think of the fans. Yeah, you have to think about the fans when doing things like that. And at the beginning, you just went for this big venue just for what?
Yep, just because you thought that's what was going to happen.
The thing is, this happened if with another company for Ace, they didn't sell that many tickets, but what did they do? They didn't just go into like an even smaller venue. What they did was
they brought everybody in
Yeah.
the crowd. Yeah.
Instead, they brought the balconies
Exactly.
down.
Yeah.
That's what you could have done, which I have seen multiple shows, even outside of K-pop, doing that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's much better than having to go through that whole stress of getting tickets again.
Well, my biggest problem is that, in my case, I'm going to the San Jose show, and I'm going to get a full show. But the people that are going to the Atlanta show or the Chicago show or the Dallas show, it's now downgraded to a smaller venue. So they're not going to get the full experience of an actual, like, 101 tour. Like, they're not going to get, like, the runway.
Yeah.
They're not going to get, like, the little things. Like,
Exactly.
I get that it's in a smaller venue and it's probably really personal and it's going to be really nice. But you go into this thing thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to get a full scale production of like the 101 tour. Like, this is amazing. Like, I'm going to get everything. I'm going to get the confetti. I'm going to get the explosions. I'm going to get like the moments and the unit stages. And oh, a member's going to come over to my side of the runway. It's going to be great. But now that experience isn't going to happen. And I think that's kind of shitty that, you know, one show is going to get it and the rest of the shows aren't going to have that experience.
And the
you
whole
know?
going back to the fans thing, like, people travel for these shows. Like, this isn't like, oh, well, they're going to be, like, in this city close to me, that's 10 minutes away, but then they're going to be in this next, like, no. Like, some people are coming from different countries, and some people are coming across this country, and so it just kind of sucked that, you know, the flights are already booked, hotels are already booked, plans are already made. So now, like, in our case, we had to change our entire hotel because it was, like, on the opposite side. Like, it was in Duluth at first, but now the show is in Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta,
and then the same thing with the Texas show. I think it was like in
Sugarland.
and now it's in like in Grand Prairie or something, and that's like
Prairie,
45 minutes away. So it's like you can't just do that to these people because like we're not just traveling 5 minutes up the street. Like people are spending their time,
traveling
and money to
yeah,
travel.
spending money on this.
Exactly.
Like I know that on Twitter I saw somebody that was just like, well, it's okay. Somebody was saying, oh, like, it's whatever that they changed the venue. And this other girl was just like, it's not okay. It's not whatever because I'm traveling from Canada to Atlanta to go see the show. And now they changed it all.
And also, like, with the resale, like, there's no guarantee that all the people that were going to be in the arena are going to fit into this, like, 2,500 person capacity theater now. Mm-hmm. So, like, all these people that are trying for tickets again, and then they don't even give you your refund before the tickets go on sale. So people could be asked out, have no money, and then they have to rebuy tickets. Like, how? Like, that's so disappointing.
And just
you could have gotten a good seat for the first venue, and then probably getting a shit seat for the new one.
I just don't understand because with arenas, it's so easy to compress them and make them smaller. So I don't understand why that wasn't the initial thought to do that, to compress the arenas into a smaller venue. Why change into theaters? Like, it just didn't make sense to me.
And
like,
this
the whole
couldn't
thing
just
didn't
happen, like, just boom, out of the blue. I feel like this has been something they've been thinking about or trying to do for a while. And, like, to let us know, like, a couple weeks before the show and then say, oh,
before the show starts,
yeah, this is what happened. Oh, by the way, tickets go on sale in 2 days, but you're not going to get your refund until about 10 business days. Like, we had no time to prepare, like, mentally, and then they would, like, send out an email or send out a tweet and then ghost. And everyone had all these questions.
And then
they didn't say anything, and
Not
that was
saying nothing.
it. So, like, just the stress of having to reticket, like, dude, I have to prepare myself for at least a week or two to like ticket. Like I have to like sit down and mentally prepare and just like take off of work sometimes. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm always
battle plan.
Right, you gotta plan that shit out. You gotta have like an offense and defense. You gotta have
exactly. You have to like recruit people, like give people positions. Like, so it kind of sucks.
It's an experience. Let me tell you.
Yeah, no, ticketing is one heck of an experience. And
really
for 101,
is.
even the first time, like when the tickets for 101 came on sale, like we got lucky for the Atlanta show and got like the seat that we wanted right away. But for this thing, it was like it's smaller. There was a huge chance that we weren't gonna get
and you're in it by yourself because like if you and like 6 friends were going and like you just happen to get the tickets or whatever, just that one email got the code, so like you couldn't even have reinformants to help you. Like it's just like you by yourself. So shout out to Carolina for getting our tickets again.
You know what, with all of the shit, I'm just excited we all got tickets again. We're all seeing them again because you know it's a big fucking deal for us. Like our boys, like our babies.
Oh my God, when I see
Yes.
Ong, I can't
Seeing
wait.
Daniel in the flesh again. Oh my God.
Oh,
You're right. Part 2.
this is just, I still remember when we saw them at KCON and I just couldn't believe anything. Like, couldn't believe anything.
God.
Bro, like the only thing that flashes in my head is when they came out for like the special stage and we just thought it was going to be Nayana and then never started. I was like,
Oh my God.
And life
screamed
just
so
made
loud.
sense. Life just made
really
sense
did.
that day.
like the heavens doors opened up. It was like, oh.
I freaked out. Never is my
Beautiful.
favorite song. I like freaked out, and then I was by the tunnel, so I got to hold hands and get married to Sungwoon, and it was a great ceremony. Like I literally took a picture of myself crying and sent it to Kat and Carolina, and they were like, "Wow, get
She
your
really
shit together."
I just remember getting a text and I was like, what's wrong? And then Tarika's like, Summer! And then she like sends them to the picture and it's just her in tears. Like
Bawling.
relatable.
So relatable. It was great. Oh, that was a
like,
good
this is
time. Honestly,
amazing.
even besides all of the fuckery that happened this week with JuanaOne, I'm glad that they're obviously thriving. They've never
They really
stopped
are.
thriving.
The album is so good.
The album is so, so good. I'm so proud of them. I'm so happy. And
the live stages just got me
Oh.
so hyped for the tour. Like, just so hyped for the tour.
I cannot. You know what? Let's not talk about this.
Yeah, we're not talking about it because that would be a whole
Yeah.
another
Oh,
20
I
minutes
know.
segment.
Give me like a
talk about that
101
music.
like segment just the
All right.
entire time. Oh my God! Right now we're gonna talk about other comebacks like AOA. Yay!
Hey,
Hey, hey.
Bingo,
Bang,
bango,
bang.
ong, dong.
Okay, so AOA.
Lots of comebacks coming.
Seriously. The comeback is a coming. But AOA did their comeback. It was really, really cute. Obviously, Choa's not in
love
the
it.
group anymore, so it was their first comeback without her.
Baby
Which is
Choa.
sad, but I'm glad she's getting help. But
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
I wasn't expecting such a cute concept right after. I thought they were just gonna be like some sexy
Sexy,
Stuff.
yeah, like they always are, yeah.
and then they came with this cute like video game like fairy thing. I'm like,
the
all right.
pixie thing, I thought it was so cute.
Yes. It's so
Yes.
adorable.
Jimin
They-
just slayed my life. I love that woman so
Oh,
much.
I love her rapping voice. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody's like, she's a bad rapper. I'm like, nah, when she killed it
You're a
on
bad
the
rapper.
show- right? Yeah, you rap
try to
those
rap.
gifts. You don't know how to rap those gifts. Get away.
Shut up.
You're right. I am a horrible rapper. Oh, Jimmy.
Exposed.
Dun, dun, dun.
But on and off. I love that.
Exactly like that. Yes.
Oh my
I
God.
love on and off. They're so good. They're so underrated. Everyone stand on and off.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay on and off. Like I
One
try to get into them. Yeah, I was gonna say 101 again. Fight me. I'm trying. But like, I didn't really know much about them, and then I heard that some of their members were on Mix 9, but I didn't watch Mix 9 because. So
Yeah.
More
then-
fuckery.
Yeah.
YG
Oh,
should get his
God.
own fuckery segment on our show.
YG.
Oh, YG.
So I looked up their stuff just because, and I was like, wow. And so they're great. They're amazing. They're babies. Everyone should stand them.
Yeah, no, this
They're really
and,
good.
and this comeback was really, really good. I really like
It's
the song.
really good. The
So
mini album is so good.
I haven't watched like their comeback stage. I've just heard the album.
Yeah.
But even then, like the single is really, really good and it's
It's
catchy.
really good.
The
yeah.
comeback
And
stage
it's
is
like,
great.
you compliment me. It's great.
Yeah, so if you
So
have any
good.
on and off videos you want to suggest to help your girl out, hit me up on the Twitter. 'Cause follow me on Twitter.
Oh man.
Follow me on the Twitter.
The Twitter.
Yubin, Queen Yubin.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I haven't heard the song yet. I know that she came back.
She is
But that's as much
a
as I know.
Queen. She is beautiful. She's everything. I really like the song. I'm like, the thing is, like, Wonder Girls is like that group. Like, I'm a Wonder Girl stan still. Like, I support everything that each one of them does individually.
Yes.
It's just so sad to not have Wonder Girls together. But I really like Yubin's comeback. It's very like, it's good. I love her. I think she's great.
I think she's great. She's wonderful.
She is great.
She is.
She's a goddess.
She did like a retro type comeback,
Yeah.
right? Because I
Yeah,
think I
it's
saw
like
a little
retro-y.
clip of it, of the MV, and it looked really retro.
Yeah, she's,
And they're like the Wonder Girls were like queens of doing retro stuff like that and making it look good.
bro, feel you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ace.
Ace.
Our best
Ace.
friend.
Oh, Ace. Okay.
I just saw the music video and I have a couple things to say.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Cynthia.
Go
Go ahead, Cynthia.
One,
Yep.
it's great. Second, Stannis. But on the real though, it's so different from the other songs I heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it's truly iconic. And I love the crop tops. Like, yes, okay.
You're right.
All about that. And they are just can't even speak. They are built so beautiful.
You're right.
They are just so beautiful.
It's
and
amazing
talented.
when we were watching the MV, because Cynthia's not like super into Ace. When she was watching the MV and she was like, "Who's Carolina's bias?" And I was like, "That one." She was like, "I knew it."
And then before Kat even told me who her bias is, I was like, "That's your man, isn't it?"
True friend.
That's how you know that we just know each other so well.
I know. We all have a type, and my little
do,
baby
definitely.
wasn't there, but that's cool.
Yeah,
Chani.
Our baby. Our
You're right.
baby.
Sorry, sister wives.
But all I gotta say about Ace comeback is that yes, I love that it's like it was a completely different sound that they're
It's very summery.
I want to eat watermelon while listening to it.
Yeah.
Just by the
But
pool.
you know what? I'm just gonna say that Dunhan did not need that shirt. He did not need it.
Ooh,
There
his
was no
eyebrows
point
are
for
so
it.
pretty. Like, do you need pomade? Like, what does he use? Can he, like, drop a product list?
Right? Give me
Drop
a
your
product
butt.
list.
Below.
Skincare routine, please, Ace. Thank you.
I need June's skincare routine. Thank you.
They just look so good. Everything
so
was
good.
just so good about the comeback. The song is
The
amazing.
colors.
The
It was-
colors, definitely.
It was just
Love
such a beautiful concept. I like it.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Hey.
Ha-
Hey.
the
Dab
A
to that.
And Ace is for aesthetics. Other than that, you know who's coming back? My girls, Blackpink.
Yeah.
Finally in your area.
At YG.
With 2 new songs.
They finally gonna be our area with their 2 new songs.
I gotta get something. I will take what they will give me at this point.
Blackpink in your area.
Sometimes,
My queens.
maybe.
Sometimes, who knows? Honestly, I'm excited for their comeback. But at the same time, I'm just like, I feel like, okay, they're going to have a comeback. But what's going to happen after? Like,
Right.
I'm scared.
Afterwards,
I'm
right.
scared.
They're gonna
have their
disappear
first,
again.
They're gonna have their first like album, and it's gonna be like all the 6 songs, and then we won't hear from them for like 8 more years.
I know.
like
This whole
8
time,
years.
we got 6 songs. So I'm like, now what? Where are they going? Like, can they drop a pin? Like, where are they?
So that's my only thing. I'm just like, this group could have done so many comebacks, could have done
many.
all this stuff.
They could be at the level twice as that.
Oh, they definitely
YG?
can. Yeah.
It's stupid. That's all I'm gonna say. Drops mic.
Drops mic.
Mic drop.
Oh my god! One time I thought I saw YG at work, and then I remembered that I'm in Texas and not Korea.
Not even just in Texas. You're in a small town in Texas.
In Texas.
Redneck BSA.
But we were talking about Produce 101 earlier, and 2 JBJ babies are coming out with comebacks soon. They aren't out yet, but it's gonna happen. Donghan and Jungkook. Ugh,
Oh,
I'm so
I can't
excited.
Wait. I can't wait. And Donhan coming back, and it's like a sexy concept. And he was just
so
like, oh, it's sexier than JBJ's. And I was just like, what are you going to do? He's going to kill us all. That's what he's going to do.
Him. That's my man. That's my man.
Listen, and honestly, any song that Jungkook has ever released, even with Da Da Da.
Jungkook?
Wow.
Wow, we see what's on your mind.
Woo, that fake love
It's not-
stage been killing her.
It's not my fault. Oh, I think that's why. I definitely think that's why. That damn Cookie showing his titty all the time.
Cookie titties. Y'all, I have big news though.
What?
DPR we gang gang.
Hey,
Hey,
reppin' every day.
hey,
Hey,
I ain't feeling it, baby.
Nope.
Oh.
Live is coming back. I'm so oh my
Listen, seeing him live, DPR.
god. Seeing live.
Seeing him
was-
live
it was
was a
live.
magical experience,
A game changer.
and
Like I
now
never would've
he's
thought.
coming back.
It's called Playlist, of course, directed by Christian Yu. Of course, you know.
Hey. talent.
But I'm really excited, like, from the teaser picture with, like, the umbrellas and shit.
I
like,
love the umbrellas.
That man can do no wrong for me. Y'all know I love him. Like, he's my heart and soul. He is my everything. He can do no wrong. Like, every song he's put out has been fire. So,
well,
I'm
actually...
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding. I just want to see what you're saying.
I was about to say this friendship is over. Podcast canceled.
Wow, she got so
Face.
quiet.
Like, she turned so quick
It's like
She was
actually
ready.
what?
to fight the mic.
Oh, man.
Kat was ready to slap the mic and it would get to Terraca all the way.
All the way in Texas.
I'm just kidding. Live is great. It was great seeing him in my hometown, in my home state. It was beautiful.
Dab in.
Hey. Honestly, it's true. I don't think there's any song that DPR has put out that is
That I
bad.
don't- Yeah,
That I don't like.
Skip.
Exactly. I
Literally.
could listen to all his stuff
literally,
and that's
literally a king, people. King.
So we all know that we're in for one heck of a treat when that song comes out.
Oh, I love it.
I just want to say that I love that Ace had crop top. Actually, Dunhan got a crop top. That's it. Thank you.
My God.
Thanks for coming to Carolina's.
Right. For her TED Talk.
Speaking of standing, I'm gonna give you guys my stand corner this week.
Stand corner of the week.
So every week, since I am the one out of us that is most into groups and getting into new groups and new people, I decided that I was going to do a stand corner. And this week, I have two artists in particular that I want to talk about. One is someone that two of us really stan, and then one of us kind of stands, and the other one's just denying her love.
I'm gonna talk about that in a second.
And that is Plan A's Victon. Yes. Stan Victon.
The V
Alice
in
for
Victon
life.
is for vocal kings.
Okay.
Thank you.
The I in Victon is for indeed they are vocal kings. The C in Victon is see, look, they're vocal kings.
I was gonna say, can't believe you don't stand it.
So, if you guys don't know Victon, they are a 7-member group signed to Plan A
With
Entertainment.
dimples.
Yes, all dimpled out.
They all have dimples. It's true.
They're under Plan A Entertainment. They're A-Pink's little brothers. This is their, they have 4 albums, right?
Many albums.
Yeah, 4 mini albums and then like the single. And just, yes, Alice for life!
Yes! They're amazing. Truly, they're so funny.
Beautiful.
And loud.
Talented.
Everything I love in a
Kings.
group. Truly.
Okay, but their newest song, Time for Sorrow,
Amazing.
Amazing.
I love the choreography.
a complete 180 from what they have been doing.
It is, yeah.
They're doing.
is.
They've always been like really bubbly and like
Upbeat.
And then Remember Me, the last comeback before this, was kind of in the direction that Time for Sorrow is. And then Time for Sorrow came out and it's a complete like sad ballad, like beautifully choreographed, beautifully
It
done.
showcased their vocals.
It really did. It showcased them as individuals. And Sejun is my bias. I love him.
Mine is Ho Chan, and our favorite member is Hanse.
Yes, we love Hanse.
Okay, as
And
our
Subin is our
Yeah.
son. Subin is our child, and Sungsik is Bae, and Sungwoo is also Bae,
Just stand them. Just
and
okay.
Byung-chan is our best friend.
I love him. Also, if you want to stand them, I would recommend watching them on Weekly Idol because they are just so extra.
And I also recommend watching their show. They have like a show pre-debut.
It's actually kind of weird.
It's
but I
kinda
really
weird,
love
but I
it.
love it.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
it's
amazing.
really good. If you want to see Hansa make ramen, it's great.
Their best song is a song called Sunrise.
Oh my god, the best
I was gonna
song
ask you
ever.
guys, as our resident Alice's, like if you could give one song to get someone in to Victon.
Sunrise.
It's Sunrise.
Sunrise?
It's Sunrise and blank.
I also like. What time is it?
What time
Wow.
is it now?
Oh my god, that
Honestly-
is such a bop.
I low-key stand, but just musically because I hear their
And tell
stuff
me
all
why.
the time.
And tell
But
me
their
why,
music,
Kaylee.
Victon's music is so good. It's like
really good.
feel
It
good
is.
music. You can listen to all their albums like back to back to back and be good. So
Let
Yeah.
me throw Carolina under the bus on why
Wow.
she hasn't started to stand
Ooh.
wow,
Victon. The reason why she hasn't started to stand
that's
Victon
not
is-
it.
It's because she hasn't officially claimed a bias. There's 2 members specifically who
She
are-
likes.
Yeah, who she's
Who are coming for her.
yes. And
Listen.
I'm just going to leave it at that because, I don't want her to go to jail, but it's fine.
What the heck?
But yes, Stan Victon, Alice for Life.
Love them. Please do.
The second artist that I have is an artist called Marshall. He's signed under Feel Good Music, which is, Dizzy Tiger and Marie, their label. A great R&B singer, an amazing vocalist. Like, I'm absolutely in love with the new EP. It's called Breathe. It has amazing features. PH1 is on it. Y'all know.
Yes,
PH1. Summon is on it. It's a great body of music. It's one of my favorite albums that have come out. It was definitely worth the wait as far as like him coming back. He just put out a really beautiful piece of music, body of work. And Come Over is a song that's featuring PH1. Amazing song. If I were to give you a song to listen to on that EP, it would be that one.
I've seen a lot of people talk about this album, but because of work and stuff, I haven't been able to hear it.
Same.
But I know that just with the vibe from it, like I feel like it's like it's a very like R&B and like just moody but good moody.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really excited to listen to it. Because even
so
just
good.
with that, so that's like the vibe you get from just even like looking at the picture and like the names of songs and things like that. So
yeah, but it's a great body of work, a great album. I know he charted like number 15 in like the K-pop charts and stuff. So I know this is like a big deal for him, and he is an openly gay creator and musician. Yeah, in Korea. So he's really like
that's even bigger because that's such like a stigma over there.
Yeah.
Hey, happy Pride Month! Shout out.
Yeah. Woo! This is my Stan Corner this week. Thank you for listening, Stan Victon.
And Marshall.
Truly. I was just crying over them yesterday. Like, honestly, I really was in tears because I love them so much.
Stan Victon.
And they deserve absolutely everything. But yeah,
you know what was cute that I read about them? Like they met BTS and they were just saying how they like BTS inspires them because they're
from a small group.
They're from like a small company. And they're a smaller group. And they look up to them because it's kind of like, oh, BTS was the underdog that made it, so we could do the same.
Exactly.
And if you think about it, Victon has only been out for like a year and a half or something like that, right?
It's gonna be 2 years.
About 2 years, right? So so I think about it, and I'm just like, most of these groups didn't pop off right away.
Definitely not.
You have to, look at that. Like, because even with EXO at the beginning, everybody was just like, what the heck is SM doing? And now look at them. They're like their own like conglomerate or whatever.
Yeah.
Franchise.
Yeah.
Like their own franchise. So that's what I'm saying. Going back to all this, like what we talk about, BTS breaking all these records and all these groups like doing major things outside of Korea and in Korea. All these smaller groups, it's good for them to see, success doesn't just come overnight. And
it's
just
not
work
just
hard.
For large company groups either to be successful. Like if you work hard, if you like have determination and you come up, and you continue pumping out good concepts, good content, you're gonna achieve everything you want to. VIX is another example. They were from a smaller company,
VIX.
Jellyfish.
Yes.
And they're concept kings. They're like the kings of concepts now. So
They are the concept kings.
all these groups that came from nothing that eventually become something without a giant company or conglomerate behind them. I think it's really cool to see like those groups now make something of themselves and be welcomed so openly.
Yeah.
All these groups just popping off, and I'm like, yes, that multi-fandom
Truly.
life. I am happy. My soul is
am
happy.
about it,
But
I'm
I
okay
am so
with it.
broke.
Oh yeah, our bank accounts are not happy.
Our bank accounts are not happy.
It's hard to keep up with all this. So let us do it for you.
Exactly.
You're right.
We got
You're
you.
right. Boop, 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 boop.
I don't know if we blabbered on and on. This is our
On and
first
on.
rodeo.
Na-na-na.
Oh god.
Carolina, shut up.
This is our first rodeo, so we're gonna be new to this, but we genuinely, even if one person listens to it, it's cool. We just want to talk about K-pop.
We love you, one person listening.
Whoever you are.
My mom. Hey, mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Shout out to my dad. He's a B2B stan.
Jorge, how you doing? Okay, but for real, if you're listening, thank you for supporting us.
Yes.
Tweet us if you want to just talk about K-pop. Whatever, slide in my DMs, girl. I got you. Just find our social media in the description and tweet us. If you guys have like any suggestions, any questions that you want us to cover for next week, we are more than happy to cover anything you want.
Exactly. If you're a JuanaOne stan and you're going to the show in San Jose, I will be there alone. So
Or Atlanta.
Yeah, and if you're a JuanaOne stan,
JuanaOne.
A
Listen,
oneable.
my accent, if you are a Juan, if you're a Wonderball and you're going to Atlanta, Terica and I will be going. So just say hi.
101.
Just looks like a girl saying, "Do you like JuanaOne?" That's Carolina.
Imagine.
I'm telling you, 101, that's it.
Amazing. But yes, thank you so much. We have been Not Your Average Fangirls. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your liberty. Enjoy your freedom. Fuck it.
Enjoy K-pop.
Justice for all.
And always remember to
Fangirl
fangirl
on! Woo woo! Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo.